Do you ever think about upgrading your home? We Gulf Coast homeowners are always looking for ways to maximize our living space. I'm Colleen Black at home in Fairhope. Right now, we are about 4.5 months into a major backyard renovation. It's been fun, it's been crazy, but also there's been some trials and tribulations along the way. Why don't you join me in the backyard and I'll show you what we've got going on. So, how did we get to where things stand today? Our architect draws up our plans. He then sends them to an engineer. This is a critical part of the process. You'll need engineered plans in order to apply for permits. Here in Fairhope, you can be your own general contractor if you own the property. Otherwise, you'll need a contractor's license. We have several sets of plans printed. This is so we can share them with various contractors. We firmly believe that any project requires a good plan. While waiting on the plans, we begin preparing the lot. This means having trees taken down. Some trees need the roots dug out. This phase turns out to be much more difficult than I imagined. It's heart-wrenching to have perfectly beautiful trees taken out, but we know the finished product will be very attractive. Fairhope's Rose Tree Service is very helpful here. They transplant some plants and help us with identifying others. We have a fence installed and then a site survey done. We use the same surveyor we hired when purchasing our home. Throughout our project, we talk with many contractors. One big decision is whether we should hire a general contractor or oversee the project ourselves. This is not a decision you should take lightly. In fact, we won't know if it's the right decision until the project is completed. Once the slab for the garage was poured, the progress really slowed down and we didn't see much of anything happen for a few weeks. Of course, we did have some bad weather and that held up some things, and then coordinating with all of our contractors it sometimes means waiting as well. But this week the framers showed up and they've made great progress. They work so fast and are doing a wonderful job. One of the products we decided to go with is a zip system for the siding. That takes the place of a Tyvek and it will save some time, and it's supposed to be a great product. I've read up on it and we feel really good about that. So in addition to beginning to frame the garage, we also had some work going with covering the patio, and come on with me and I'll show you that as well. The framing has begun to cover the patio. And the big uncertain question here is, are we going to be able to get enough pitch on the new roof to go with asphalt shingles, or will we be better off to go with a metal roofing, like a metal roofing panel? So not really sure about that. I've got a roofer coming out this week to kind of give us some thoughts on that. And then also we'll want to go out and look at these different options for metal roofing and the panels that are available. The north side of the garage is going to be a new office area for David to work out of, and it will have windows that overlook the pool, and it's going to be, I think, a really nice space for him to work out of. Just as we were getting ready to have the slab for the garage foundation poured, we decided it might be a good idea to put the brakes on that project and have some rough plumbing run in case we ever wanted to put in a half bathroom. So it slowed our progress up just a little bit, but I think it was time well spent. So we do have the rough plumbing or the bathroom stubbed for a future bath expansion should we decide to do that. And that's what I didn't know. I will say that since we're on site every day since we live here, this gives us more confidence to oversee the project ourselves. Any project is only as good as the subcontractors you hire. In addition to subcontractors, We need to find a building supplier that will best suit our needs. Price isn't the only criteria here. Since we don't have building experience, we need a supplier who can review plans and work up an accurate materials list. We are so grateful to James Taylor with Mobile Lumber for working with us. His many years of experience in the industry really came through during our dealings with him. He's a huge blessing to what we're trying to accomplish. We have a long way to go on this project, but we're encouraged, so stay tuned.